wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I?
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts.
Set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Number 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Nice throw here, right side. He hurls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Down left side on the swing pass. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
With the score, Raiders.
So I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Taylor, and he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They run with Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Well, he'll be... And so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
11. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A quick throw out wide to Ruggs. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken at about the 36. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Colts 11.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews.
Complete to
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Complete. Intended for Kiki QT. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and a mile. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 17.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
10-6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Past the 20-yard line. Great, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, a lot of kids.
And,
necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.